Oh, shit. We got to go. Are we almost done? Is this podcast almost over? I'm going to jail tonight.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Industry Sunday. This is your host, Kennedy Novi.
And Jake Levan.
We're happy to have you back. It's episode 7. It's been a wild week. I feel like we had a lot going on. I don't know. Did you do anything exciting this week?
Yeah, no, I made a couple poor decisions. Actually, no, yeah, I did. I went to Steve Aoki randomly.
Oh my God, I forgot
Friday.
about that.
Yeah,
you FaceTimed me.
Steve Aoki?
You did.
And then, yeah, he like throws cakes at everybody. Like,
he didn't. Well, yeah, he did do that the time I saw him at Tao.
I thought it was just like one cake. He throws like 10 cakes.
Wait, really?
It's a lot.
It's usually only one cake.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that part.
They must have a good cake budget at Aragon.
Well, yeah, because they were charging me $26 a beverage.
Were you getting doubles?
So fucking disgusting. Yeah, I started to after a while because I had to drink more, so I couldn't see the prices of things.
Yeah, it's actually really expensive there. I went to oh my God, who did I see there? Weezer. I saw Weezer there.
Is he alive? Or they?
It's a band.
Yeah,
they're alive. Jesus.
What are they doing? I'm sorry. I thought they were dead.
No, they are very much alive.
Oh, yeah.
Alive and well.
What are they doing now?
I don't know. They're still performing. They're touring. I went and saw them. They have that song from Aquamarine.
The Yellow Submarine. Not the.
That's the Beatles.
Oh. Well.
2 of them are alive. 2 are dead.
Oh.
Yeah. You're very close though.
Whatever.
Did you do anything else this week or is that it?
No. Yeah, no. Yeah, actually, no. I went to this discount clothing store where I bought this shirt, actually, that I'm wearing right now. It's
I can tell.
Lululemon. Nah, what do you mean? For like $10. It was $10. And it was like had never been worn before.
Was it like a thrift store? Or what
it's like up in Logan Square. It was, and I went to lunch at
Buffalo
Ramen
Exchange or whatever it's called?
No, fuck that place. The place overpriced.
Wasabi ramen is so good.
Best fucking food I've ever had.
So good.
Yeah, no, it was 2 floors. It was definitely like rink-a-dink, but I loved it.
Interesting. What was it called? Was it Buffalo Exchange?
It just said discount store.
That's all it said?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
With like big red letters, discounts. Like discount
no, actually,
tire.
it was a really big red sign with white letters. Yeah, you're
yeah.
You're not far off.
Maybe I've been there before.
But yeah, no, it was great. They had like designer stuff and like shit for like super cheap. My boyfriend fucking loves to thrift, so.
Well, that's exciting.
But then there's no bathroom, and we had to
Oh,
go.
no.
So it was a short trip. And then we came home.
Wait, yeah, this weekend, you and I returned to the scene of the crime where you left your poopy underwear behind the toilet.
Yeah, and then you told the manager.
And I told the manager on duty that you did that. And he
did not think it was funny. I don't think anybody would think it was funny.
No, he thought it was funny, but I think he was a little hungover or something because he was just kind of stared at me. But
yeah, I think most people would when you tell them that you shit in your pants and you left it there.
He's like, I wonder who found it. I'm like, probably the bathroom attendant. I was like, is there like a protocol now after that happens? Like, do they have like bathroom attendants that have to go into the stall after every use to make sure there's no poopy underwear?
Okay, so here's the thing. We never needed to bring this up again, and then you only brought it up, but then you offered alternative ways to handle it.
Wait, okay. I actually have a funny story from my last week about Jake. I don't know if we have a guest today, Kyle. He's listening in, but I don't know if he knows about this story. I don't know if I've told him.
What did I do?
Saturday night, a week ago, last Saturday.
Oh God.
You called me drunkenly and came over to sleep over at my place, and I put you to bed. I tucked you in. I fed you. You had some wine.
We were playing video games. Stop acting like I'm a charity case. We were hanging out together. You act like you literally just adopted a fucking orphan up the side of the road and started taking care of me like I was a foster child.
No, I was playing video games and you were just laying on my lap.
I was watching. I like watching people play video games. It's fun.
I know you are probably a watcher. You're like a creepy corner guy.
No, I'm like a Twitch TV. Like I watch people play video games.
Okay.
Well, it helps me sleep.
Anyways, Jake was so drunk that he went to bed, and around like 8 a.m.
No, this doesn't apply. It doesn't. You don't have to be drunk.
You were really drunk.
I do this sober too.
Okay, but this was like, you had a full bladder.
Well, yeah, because I've been drinking.
That's why I said you were drinking. Jesus Christ. So anyways, 8 a.m. I get up to go to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear this like water pouring noise in the kitchen. So I thought Jake was pouring himself a glass of water from my Brita. So I go out and I walk past the kitchen, and I see him standing in the fridge. The door's open, so I can't see his body. I just see like him standing there, and I hear the water pouring. And so I go to bed. I get back to bed, and the water stops pouring. Jake shuts the fridge door and comes back to bed. He has no water in his hand. So I'm like, that's weird. Did he just chug that? So I asked Jake, I was like, where's your water? And he's like, what water? I was like, the water you were just pouring. He was like, no, I wasn't getting water. I was peeing in the shower.
Stop.
I have not jumped up so fast in my entire life to run to the kitchen, and I see pee all over the floor. I open my fridge. It's all in my like, crisper drawers. There's pee puddles of it, and it's underneath the crisper drawers. I had to scrub, like I left the fridge like that. I cleaned the floor because I was so tired. Went back to bed, woke up, told Jake what he did, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been sleepwalking a lot lately." It's like, what, just peeing in fridges?
Well, now I know to never come over to your house for dinner. Yeah. Like, as the lettuce is covered in urine, like, I'm good.
No, I scrubbed it. I used, like, Clorox and spray.
Yeah, no, I've definitely...
I would have called Stanley Steamer.
Get carpet cleaner.
Can you come clean the bottom of my fridge? Thanks.
Well, I guess that brings us into introducing our guest today.
Yeah, I need a proper introduction.
But don't hate on sleepwalkers.
Can we put in some applause?
I tried to
here?
keep me quiet for so long, and I, like, couldn't.
I know.
She's booked and busy.
Yeah. Well, this is our guest, Kyle. Kyle has been one of our friends for many years. We love Kyle.
Yeah, he just puts up with me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's a server. How long have you been serving?
Since I was 16.
16. Oh my God.
You know.
So it's been like at least 20 years.
No. Fuck off. I'm 30, so 16, but very close. Very close to 20.
So you're like half of your life has been serving now officially.
I know. Like,
so
what?
crazy.
Serving Miss Daisy over here.
Wait, so what was your first serving job? Do you remember?
Of course. The first serving job I ever had was at this pancake joint. It was called Vermont Pancake House.
Wait, really?
I swear to God. I started as a dishwasher.
Shut
No
the
shit.
fuck up.
Swear to
No
God,
way.
it was god awful.
I feel like a lot of people that start serving when they're teenagers start it like as like a host or a dishwasher or something of that regard.
Literally, when you talk about like starting from the bottom up, like that is what I did. Like I scrubbed fucking dishes.
This is crazy.
But it makes me like
You were probably
respect.
so small,
It makes me
too.
respect every single position in the restaurant industry.
That's true. That does
You
help a
know,
lot.
I was dishwasher, then I worked my way up to busboy. I was so excited to bus a table.
How much was your promotion? Did you get a
Oh my
raise?
God, I don't even remember. But like it was back when like minimum
tips
wage
from
was
your
like
bus, right?
$7 and like 15 cents or something. But yes,
that.
we were
It's
getting
still
tipped
that.
out by the servers. Is it still 7? No,
It's the national minimum or federal minimum
Whatever.
wage is still $7.25.
Okay. So,
Oh my God,
yeah.
really?
But then in a pancake house, it's like, how much money can you possibly be making without alcohol? Like it was all like breakfast
true.
food and like eggs and bacon.
I've always wondered how
Churning
those
and burning.
those morning servers do it. Like
Yep.
strictly brunch servers. Like
It was terrible. I would be so hungover. Like I remember my dad used to drop me off and like, it was like 7 a.m. I had to be there. And I would just be sweating, pushing this bus cart. I'm like wanting to die. I'm like, do I throw up in this bus bin? Like as I'm bussing this table. And then I went to food runner, then host, and then I started serving. So that was my first serving job.
hell yeah, I love that.
It taught me a lot.
Hell yeah.
Now look at
What
me,
was-
you know what I mean?
I know
What?
every time I've been to your house, those dishes are always so clean.
Bitch, I made sure I have a dishwasher in every single one of my apartments. Like,
Never again.
like one dish in the sink, it goes right in the dishwasher.
No, not a chance.
I don't scrub a sink. I'm like scarred for life.
Oh my God. What did you do after that? Like, what is like a synopsis of like types of restaurants you've worked in? I guess.
So Pancake House, that was cute. And then the new owner bought that over and it turned into like the Roxbury Grill. And it was like,
Whoa.
yeah. And then they were like selling burgers and it became more of like a lunch and dinner spot. And then that just place went to shit.
Sounds about right.
And then, oh my God, you know what? I used to work at this tea room. It was called Catherine's Tea Room.
Oh my God.
And they didn't have an actual dishwasher. So this was actually my first
Real dishwashing job.
Oh my God,
Pancake
I
house?
can't believe I had to wash teapots. And Catherine, who was the owner, would be like, you're banging these teapots, and they were like vintage teapots.
Yeah.
She's like, you just have to be careful with them. I would like break one every time I was there. But
how many have you broken?
Cash under the table, but I would crack these. Like, these things were so ancient, but it was the cutest little place. But that was the first place. Then I went to Vermont Pancake House, and then I hosted at Pizza Hut for like
no way. Why did I?
But I had like to wear these orthotic black sneakers.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I looked like a lesbian, and I was like, I can't. Like, I was like, I quit. I literally worked 2 shifts. I smelled like marinara sauce, and I was like, I have to go.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just picturing you looking like a little Ellen DeGeneres.
It was totally terrible. Like, I thought I was going to go in there and they were going to let me be right on the floor. I'm like, it's Pizza Hut. Like, how hard can it be? And they're like, no, you have to start off as a host. And
you have to work your way out.
Yes, so no. Mm-hmm. Then after that, that's when I moved into the tavern style restaurant. Yeah, tavern / steakhouse scene. And I made shit ton of money because I was still living at home with my parents.
Okay, I was saying you're
yeah, it was
Jersey.
in a ritzier area, New Jersey. And I worked there all throughout high school and when I was in a community college.
Yeah.
And saved up all that money and then ended up putting a down payment on my house here in Chicago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money to be made.
There is, yeah.
There is.
Especially when you're young. That's the kind of money you make when you're young. You're like, what is this?
Oh, for sure. Especially if you don't have any bills and it's like mom's paying, like, filling your
piggy bank
fridge.
is full.
Literally.
Yeah.
Right. Like, dinner's on the table. Now it's like, what? Mm-hmm. And then I moved to Chicago and I worked at like this steak and seafood place. And then now I'm at a steakhouse.
Hell yeah. I love it. It's so funny, like, servers that get into fine dining, like hearing where they start, because you're like, it's just never what you expect. It's
I'm just like flipping pancakes to like slaying like grass-fed steaks.
So Kennedy actually lied to you. There is 2 guests this evening. There's Kyle and then there's his associate.
His assistant.
I had to bring an assistant.
His assistant,
like I can't show up without a fucking assistant.
Yeah,
Who's gonna
Kyle
pour my Pinot Grigio and light my cigarette? Like, come on. We have to put her to use.
Kyle walked in to
your
film the
mouth.
episode tonight, and he walks in, and Christian's walking in behind him, and he literally has a bottle of wine. He's like, "Well, I had to bring my assistant. I am a celebrity guest."
I mean, isn't that what they do?
It is, yeah. He's a schedule maker too.
Gotta be as comfortable as possible.
I mean, if I didn't show up with the assistant, like, it'd be weird. You know,
It would be weird, yeah. We'd be like, "Where's your assistant?"
Yeah, like, who's holding your
No,
purse?
we'd be like, "Sorry, we can't interview you now."
I was like, Michelle? Is that you, Michelle?
Oh my
Waiting for
God.
Michelle to just walk in now.
But this is so exciting and so fun. This is my first podcast. And
Yeah.
like,
Have you listened to any episodes yet?
Of course. I'm going to be honest. I listened to the first 2. And then how many do you guys have?
This is the 7th one. We've got 6 out.
Okay, yeah. So I listened to the first 2, and then obviously
Yeah,
now
4 more to
after
go.
I'm going to listen to this one for sure.
You
Even though
have
I'm
to.
probably going to hate my voice, and I'm probably going to turn it off after.
You'd be surprised with a
get
nice
surprised.
microphone. Yeah.
Like what you actually
Yeah, but you
It's
guys
not like
have
hearing
like
your voice, man.
sexy podcast voice. I feel like I just sound like annoying. Like
No,
Jake's,
you don't.
You're like raspy and like you sound like a sexy like Carmen Electra, and like Jake's like a daddy, and then here I am like Minnie Mouse. I'm like literally so upset by it.
Oh my God.
fucking Minnie Mouse.
I can't.
Like it feels like I'm not breathing out of my nose. Like why do I sound congested? Like do I have COVID? Like what's wrong with me?
I'm sure it's the COVID.
Joyce, can you bring me some more wine, please? Oh, she's so upset. You're getting paid by the hour.
Yeah. Put some pep in your step. Oh my God. No, one of the things we've asked our last guest we had on, is there anything that you can ever think of that you think that people don't know about the service industry?
Sorry, hold on.
It's not even-
I just
your glass
got
isn't
so
even
distracted.
empty.
I had to literally maneuver my wine glass underneath the microphone so I can get it up to my beak. Like, I just need a straw at this point. I'm like, which one do I suck? The mic or the glass? Yeah, just fill her up. There you go. Thank Joyce. You got it all over me. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm like soaking wet.
I'm sweating.
Same. Like, can we crack a fucking window?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm kind of sweaty.
Joyce.
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 Can you turn on the AC?
Jesus, get a fan going in here.
Oh my God.
Because your celebrity guest is so sexy. Sexy.
Oh my God. No, so what I was asking is, what is something about the industry that you think like regular people, guests, don't know about the industry?
That's a great question.
Oh, not the ice.
That regular people don't know about the industry. I guess like the money you make. One of my friends actually told me this story while she was like riding the like the CTA bus up and down Michigan Avenue. She was on the bus and she was some woman asked her like, "Oh, where's she getting off?" And she was telling her like, "Oh, I live in this beautiful high rise or whatever." And she's like, "Oh, like what do you do?" She's like, "Oh, I work at a steakhouse." And she was like, "And you live in that building?" And like my friend, you actually know her. She used to work with me.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, like you just don't realize, like it's like,
yeah,
bitch, what do you make?" Like, you know, like just assuming just because you work in the industry that like you can't afford nice things or afford to live places. But like Chicago,
you're like a struggling
being a server in like a steakhouse and these like high, like
it's a career.
Yeah, it is a career, and people don't realize that.
Yeah.
So like even with my mom and dad, when I was when I told them after I graduated, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to continue for like going to school for TV production, producing and directing. Like I actually making great money in the industry and like, I'm going to stick with it. They were livid. They were like, "Well, what do you mean? Like we just spent $80,000 on this private arts fucking degree that you have. Like, what do you mean you're not going to just follow through with it?
Put it up on the wall and look at it."
And my mom works for 2 accountants and she does my taxes and she's like, "Oh,
that's why."
She's like, "Never mind." She's like, "I'll never bother you again about it."
Yeah.
And they've never asked about it. You know,
well, the thing about it is like, it's necessary, especially for like fine dining or a steakhouse or things like that. Like it's necessary for them to make that kind of money because all the work that goes into it. It's not like, you know,
you're living proof. Just like, I mean, like we are like,
right.
You're
not, people think you're like an order taker.
There.
Yeah. You didn't just like appear.
Like you were fucking cleaning teapots.
Exactly.
Yeah, tea room. Exactly. You put in your work.
Catherine's tea room.
Thank you, Catherine's tea room.
You're like
let's just bring it back to Catherine's tea room. I wonder if Catherine's still alive. I really hope she is. I mean, she was like 65 when I was there, and that was
probably
like,
still alive.
Yeah, she's probably still kicking.
I
mean, she's drinking all that herbal tea. Like she must be.
Yeah, she's gotta be doing something for her.
She's got the shakes.
No, yeah, that's definitely an interesting thing because it's also like, so like all the work that goes into it, you have to memorize all the food items. You have to like know how to like talk about wine. You need to know more about wine. You need to know about the steaks, and also just like the attitude you need to have and like your
the ability
banter
to read
with the guests,
which is just something that like it's not something that you can teach. It's just either you have it or you don't.
But to bounce off of that, a lot of our friends, like for instance, our friend Chelsea, she's like, "Kyle, I could never do what you do." She was like, and she has a great job. She gets paid 6 figures. Like she makes a shit ton of money. She goes, "But I could literally never do what you do."
A lot of people
like,
can't.
I just can't do it. Like, you know, and I believe it. Like I really don't think everybody can do. It's not for everybody.
No,
you know.
Yeah.
Just like some people can't read or like do math.
But also, I could never sit in a cubicle. I could never sit in a fucking cubicle all day and sit on a computer.
Yeah.
Like, no, I need to be up. I need to be doing something. Like, that's just how my brain works. That's
yeah.
No, that's totally. I mean, that's how I've always been.
That's my personality.
Yeah. And there's like a fully different like. What was it? Was it a couple weeks ago we were talking about like people who leave the industry, like they still like have dreams about like the high you get when you're doing really well and you're serving like
they leave the industry, they go to real estate and then they end up coming back.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves the industry to be a realtor.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, can I still work weekends or
like actually this job sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like I thought about it. That's why I'm saying I'm not talking shit about it, but like I literally thought about being a realtor over COVID.
Over COVID,
I was like, do I get my real estate license?
They're pretty cheap, and like it's only a 6-month course.
And it's very similar. Like I like compare my tables to like my real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very similar.
Yeah.
I like
sales.
No, I also want to know like,
oh, Joyce, what's so fucking funny? The peanut gallery in the back here. I'll make sure I leave my assistant in the fucking car next time. Joyce, someone's at the door. Lock her out.
Oh my god! No, one thing that's funny about steakhouses that I've heard is this guy I know that was talking about this. He's like, some of these servers at steakhouses like make more than the people that they serve. Like literally. A lawyer comes in, like you probably make more than that. Like year 5 lawyer, you know.
Well, depending on what steakhouse is.
But also,
but
also, like, we work less hours. Like, some of these attorneys, they're like working 45-hour weeks. It's like, bitch, what?
No, they're working like 70-hour weeks.
What? Yeah. I'd be a raisin. Like, I'd be so tired. I would look like a fucking prune. Like, no. Like, where do you fit in, like, having a glass of wine on a 70-hour work week? You know what I mean?
You probably don't.
I work 23 hours a week and I'm winded. No, like, literally winded. I'm exhausted.
Because you don't run.
You know what? My gym membership expired. No, but literally, like, 23 hours, I'm like, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's enough.
Well, I guess.
Like 4 days a week.
Yeah, no. We know all the good things about it, but have you ever cried on the job? Like any of the jobs?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think every server has.
I have, but not because of something that was happening at the restaurant. Like something that was like...
Oh, like outside?
Yeah, so that I brought in.
A guest has never made you cry anywhere?
Very close. There's been... I've had a very, very fucked up experience happen at one of the restaurants I've worked at. They made a very, very terrible comment to me while I was like serving them.
Oh my God. How do you even go back?
I told one of my counterparts, I was just like, listen, because we work as a team.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, listen, I don't want to give away this table.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want you to take it because they're going to spend money. But like, I physically cannot go to this table anymore.
Yeah.
And she was like, what happened? And I'm like, I told her the story. She's like, oh, fuck no. So she went over there and Didn't
she say something to them? I think I remember this.
No, she didn't say anything to them, but she was just like very like stern with them and, you know, did not let them treat her anyway. And she was pissed about what was said, you know. But the owner was actually sitting in the restaurant when this had happened. And my manager ended up telling the owner. And the owner got up from his table. Was like, they need to leave this restaurant immediately. Oh
my gosh.
Immediately. He was like, plates up, drinks up, get them the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
I don't want them paying this bill. So it's nice to work for a company that, you know, supports and stands by, like, you know, all of that and like cares about their employees. It's
I agree with that.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about what was said, but you guys have heard this story over and over.
You guys, we one of them homosexuals.
Yeah. It's along the lines of like a homosexual comment that it's just...
It's a new day and age.
That's cute. Is that a new one?
All right, exactly. Tell me something I don't
heard that one before,
They're like homo. I'm like, really?
Like, that's all you got?
Yeah. Like, how could you tell? The mascara? Fucking moron.
Looking like a half malt milkshake talking like to me. Little raisin ass. Wait, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so there was a little stint that you lived in Florida and Tampa.
Wait, really?
What the fuck did you do there?
I never lived in Florida and Tampa, and I don't know why this keeps on going around to everybody. Jake, literally.
I thought you did.
No, I don't know why people think that.
You told me one time.
It's because I have a lot of friends in Tampa, and like a lot of our close circle group of friends, they've gone to school in Tampa. But I know every single bar in Ybor, and like I still have friends there, so everyone thinks just like that I'm from Tampa or that I lived in Tampa. I mean, I spent a shit ton of time in Tampa, so it's like it makes sense, but no, I've never lived in Tampa.
That's like,
Jake, you're supposed to be my best friend and you thought I fucking lived in Tampa?
I think also maybe when you drink, you say things that aren't true. Like the one time you told me.
I don't care how blacked the fuck out I was, I've never said I lived in Tampa. Why would I say I lived in Tampa?
What's wrong with Tampa?
But it's like that one time.
People don't like Florida.
No, do you remember the one time when you told me you had IBS, and then a couple days later I asked you about it, and you're like, I do not have IBS.
Yeah, what?
Do you remember that though? When I asked
you drink too much.
No.
Yeah.
Well, should we talk about
because
when
you brought this up to me? I remember when you said, "You go, Kyle. Remember the time you had IBS?" I go, "No, because I never had IBS."
Kyle, remember when you had scabies?
I was like, "How's that going?"
Yes!
Wait, what?
When Kyle had scabies.
Oh my God! This better not go on the air. I never had fucking scabies. scabies.
No.
It was like a COVID rash.
The cream worked.
We had scabies.
We had a COVID rash. Okay. No, you two had scabies. And then I had these red dots all over me from fucking being locked up in your COVID house.
You used the scabies cream.
We were covered in this rash, and I'm like, what is this?
All of us for a while.
And they were like, it's scabies. So then you guys let me borrow your scabies cream. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like bathing in it, head to toe. I'm like, all right. They're like, just like go to bed with it on. And I'm like,
the most horrifying experience too.
but the cream never worked for me. So it's like, I don't think it was scabies.
Yeah, well, I definitely went for us because it worked immediately for us.
Yeah, no, the next day I just
was
saw little
gone.
dead shells of, just kidding.
Great. So now everybody on this podcast knows that.
Hey, you don't have IBS.
Right. So I live in Tampa. I have IBS and I am covered in scabies. Cool. Love that.
In a matter of 2 minutes.
In a matter of 2 minutes.
We're doing well.
I have all these ailments.
Well, that's just the beginning. Just kidding.
I've lived in New Jersey and Chicago.
Oh my God. Okay, one thing that Jake and I talked about, I think it was like our second episode. Mm-hmm. We talked about the most embarrassing things we've done as guests in a restaurant or a bar.
Oh God.
Can you think of anything you've done?
Oh, that's a good question.
Fuck.
He's like, where do I begin?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I just got so nervous. I almost spilled my whole glass of wine. I would have had Joyce go to the store and just get another bottle. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this a little bit PG because there's been some like rated R and it's like just
no rated R.
No. We're gonna move on.
Do PG-13.
We're gonna do PG-13.
PG-14. TV-14.
Yeah, perfect. Whatever you want.
TV-18.
Whatever floats your boat. When I first turned 21, I had a fake ID.
Oh, we all did.
I got it from like idchief.com. Like,
oh my God.
You remember the website?
Oh my God, of course I do. I was like the ringleader of these fake IDs with all my
because you
friends.
had to do like a big bulk order.
And I like sent it in. You did a huge order to get like a deal.
You had to like Western Union the money.
I was
them.
taking everyone's pictures up on this backdrop. Like if when my parents found out that I had like this fake ID scan, they were like, "What?" And then my dad
parents
goes,
had me use mine with them.
My dad says to me, he's like, "Listen, I can't really get that mad because I made your mother a fake ID back when
he made her your mom one.
He did, but it was when it was like the paper ID, and you had to like." You could like cut out the last digit of like the year, and all he did was just like re-put it in so that because he's 2 years older than her, so then she got it in. So when she found out, when I actually got kicked out of a bar and like / arrested for my fake ID, I had to tell them, and my dad was like, "It's all right, like I've been there, done that."
Yeah.
But probably the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me in a bar was. I'm not a good shot taker. Okay.
That was my embarrassing
I always
story,
need like a chaser. But like if there was somebody cute at the bar that was like, "Hey, want to do a shot?" I'm like, "Yeah, like definitely." And they're like, "Well, what are you shooting?" And I'm like, "Oh, tequila." Like, no. Like I like cherry bombs, lemon drop, put some sugar on the rim. Like I need something fruity, something that smells good. But he was like, "You want to shoot tequila?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like whatever.
You're like, I'm a hot girl.
So like, we're there at the bar and I'm like, I can't ask for a chaser. I can't look like a little pussy. So I'm like, whatever. So I rip this shot. And normally like I'll do like a half and I'll like sip my chaser and then I'll do the other half and I'm good to go. I mean, it's all going down the same pipe. Like who cares how I take it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this guy's staring at me and I just rip it and it hits the back of my throat and it goes down and immediately.
The mouth sweats.
I was like, fuck. I was like, what do I do? So I threw up in my mouth. And like while he wasn't looking, like I just like pretended I was like burping and it just started squirting.
Like through your fingers?
This happened at Progress Bar in Chicago.
What?
Yep, when I first moved here. Squirting out of my mouth. Like it was so embarrassing. And so I just turned my head. Like I was just like, oh, LOL. And threw up all over the bar, the back bar.
Oh, no.
Vomited all over it. And one of my best friends, Jessica, took her arm and just wiped it off the bar, pretending like it never fucking happened. No. Just wiped it off. She was like, nothing to see here.
Oh my God.
I swear to God. That was probably.
Did anyone notice?
A couple people, but they were just like, been there. We've been there.
Yeah.
You know, they felt.
Did the guy notice and buy you the shot?
Probably. I think so. I don't think I ever like turned to look again.
You
like,
just ran.
No,
for
I
it?
was like I'm mortified.
You're like so.
But something about me, like I'm like if I throw up, like I'm good to go. Like I'm like a puke and rally. Like I know there's people that throw up and they're like I have to go home. I'm like I throw up and I'm like oh my god I need another drink. Like let's go to the bar because I just wasted whatever the fuck I spent.
That's how I am too.
You know what I
Actually,
mean? I'm like I just threw up a fucking $100 bar
you
tab.
feel better. Then you feel better.
Yeah,
Time to start
and I felt
one.
better. You make some more room for your next round.
Right. Exactly.
Then you go talk to the next hot guy.
Right.
You lose out on one.
After you throw a piece of Trident and you
you see the breath mint?
get your vomit breath taken care of.
God.
I mean, I can
that was
vouch. I
very
have seen
embarrassing.
this happen. I saw you do it at your own home.
Oh my God.
Puke in your own sink.
Do you remember?
I forgot about that.
See, like
No.
I think I'm like so cool. I'm
She
like,
was
let's do
feeling
a shot.
confident.
It was a tequila shot too.
And it's only
it was
when I'm like
Patron.
rocked. I'm like, yeah, let's do a
I'm
tequila
like,
shot.
are
And
you
it's
sure?
like, and that's when I should never, you know.
Oh my god! I forgot
threw up
about
in my
that.
sink.
I remember Jake came home and told me what happened, and I asked you about it the next day, and you were so embarrassed.
it's
still.
true. It's
You're
true.
like, don't even talk about it. Don't bring it up.
So true.
God.
Terrible. Terrible.
All right. Well, our topic today, we're gonna talk about like strange cocktails. We actually thought about like getting the ingredients and making them to try them, but
Okay.
we didn't do that. So
Yeah, Joyce,
Yeah, Joyce, can you mix
we
them
went
up
to the
here?
store
or-
quick.
find something in the fridge.
So we titled our last episode this, but the article, what's actually a post from a Reddit user. They deleted their account, so I can't credit the Reddit user. I wonder why they deleted their account. That's scary. But it's On the Rocks No Ice. And this is what happens. I'll read it to you. So he said that his coworker, let's call him Jay, and I work in pretty high volume, fine dining steakhouse that has seen all sorts of weird shit. But this exchange from yesterday impressed us both. I sat at the table, appear to be a family from abroad. Jay approaches for their drink order. Son, I'll have a scotch on the rocks, no ice. Jay, on the rocks, no ice. Dad, you heard him. Jay, so do you want on the rocks or no ice? Son, on the rocks, no ice. Jay, rocks is ice. Which do you want? Son, rocks, no ice. Jay, getting very skeptical at this point. He almost never cards. I'll just have to see an ID before I can serve you, sir. Son pulls out what Jay describes as a badly printed foreign license. I'm sorry, I can't accept that. Do you have a passport from your country by chance? Dad, he's old enough. Son, my passport is in my hotel. I guess we'll never know the answer to rocks, no ice.
Honestly, I'm so confused.
Yeah, that was very confusing.
Like, who's on first? That's how it would have felt like. Maybe he wanted it in a rocks glass.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe he said they said he was from another country, so maybe
but like
he was
rocks,
just
like a
everybody,
language
just so everyone knows,
Everyone knows
rocks means
is ice.
is ice cubes. Like,
Yeah.
I would have just brought the glass of ice on the side. And be like, you figure it out.
no,
Oh
right.
yeah, maybe that's what he wanted.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Well, the worst is when someone's ordering something that makes no sense, and
Like a peanut noir.
Yeah, or like they're just saying.
Have you ever got a peanut noir?
No, I've never gotten that. Have you?
Or a peanut grigio?
Peanut.
Yeah, had plenty of those. Mhm. I'll take the peanut noir. No, for sure, sis.
For sure.
Well, for me, I work at a Greek restaurant, and some of the food is really hard to pronounce, even for like the servers. Like we had to spend like 2 weeks just learning how to pronounce the words. But people come in and they're like, "Can I get the gyro, the gyro,
Oh, no, for
the gyro?"
sure.
Like, you're like the euro, and they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
I don't even correct them anymore. I worked in Japanese food.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
people
no.
would look at me and I'd be like, "Just point, honey. It's okay."
Literally point.
I'm
Or like wine
Just
names.
sound it out. Just sound it out. Take your time. It's okay. Just one.
Do you want to write it
vowel
down?
at a time, baby.
Just circle the menu.
And then they get to the end, and like the E's and the I's and the Y's or whatever are always all fucking mixed up. And I'm like, almost try again, baby.
Oh my god.
So close,
I
no
could
cigar.
never.
No, but I feel like that's why I respect like Japanese restaurants or sushi restaurants or whatever that have menus that you can circle your choices.
Right.
So you don't have to read it out loud.
Yeah, but then it's even worse because like most of the time these people don't even know what they're reading to begin with.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
like trying to sound it out, and they're looking at me, and I'm like,
Just
"Do you want me to just to tell you what it is? Because you're having a hard time."
Well, my favorite thing is when or like spanakopataka or things like horiatsuki, like
Well, you gotta
really weird
slow
words.
down when you're saying that. It sounds like you're just called me a slur.
Yeah. Did you call me a
Maybe I
whore?
did.
Coriata who?
No, but the best part is like when a guest is like trying to like read it themselves and then you say it correctly and they're like all so impressed. They're like, wow. I'm like,
well, no, honestly.
Yeah, I work here.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to know how to say it.
Like I trained for a month for this.
Exactly. Yeah. Like don't be so impressed.
I don't correct people. Honestly, I don't even say anything because I'm like,
I
let them live in their
like,
own world.
Wait, but Jake, was it hard for you to like get these pronunciations down? Like when you,
yeah.
You can't read, so.
Yeah, no, it was all.
You should have heard him last episode. He was trying to read something and it was a mess.
Oh God! Well, what was she drinking?
Oh yeah, it was the end of the episode.
Hammered.
A little bit of wet brain syndrome kicking in.
Right.
Yeah, he was like falling asleep at the end of the last episode.
I mean, I'm one to talk. I had to literally cancel this podcast yesterday.
Yeah, we had to reschedule.
I was greener than this tree you have in the corner here. I was like, I'm so sorry, but Industry Sundays is going to have to happen on Monday.
Yeah.
We're actually changing the whole week.
Yeah, we changed the podcast name to Industry Monday.
Why not?
Or just Industry
Monday's my
Day.
recovery day.
That's a good day to do it.
I like pretend this is my podcast. Like I'm here next week. Like, well, who the fuck am I? I'm a one-time guest. You're like, get out of here.
We record different days every week, kind of. It just depends on our schedule. But that'd be funny if you show up next Monday night. Like,
yeah, like I'm here. I have 2 assistants.
Yeah.
Not just one.
She brings twice
I
the
fired
wine.
Joyce. I got 2 others.
They're like wearing something skimpy.
Yeah.
They're in like maid costumes.
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh my God. One thing that like reminds me, the cocktail thing reminds me of this is one of my, like on Saturday night, a guest made me cry to start off. Yeah.
Stop it.
This Saturday?
Yeah. This Saturday. It was 8 women. They were all like English wasn't their first language. I think they were like probably like Russian or something or Ukrainian maybe. Mm-hmm. But they were all had a lot of work done, like seemed like they had a lot of money. And they were friends with one of the managers, but she wasn't in that night. So like, I was like, okay, cool. They're friends with a manager. That'd be nice, whatever. They were the most demanding and rude women I've ever served in my life. So rude. And they were like, at the end of the night, like we close the kitchen, but we stay open as like a cocktail place, a lounge, like a club situation. I want to say it was like 12:30 in the morning. This woman looks at me. She's like, so where's my birthday cake?
Where's the birthday cake?
What do you mean? Where's your birthday cake? You didn't bring a birthday cake. I was like, she's like, no, like, my friend said that you'd send out desserts for us. I was like,
but it's like, who asks for their own birthday cake?
Yeah.
That is like, my number one pet peeve.
Well, Kyle.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Where's my cake?
Speaking of which,
where's your cake? You're not getting one because you asked for a cake.
First of all, we don't even have cake. Yeah, I don't know what you want. We have donuts.
I can't. Oh my God.
They were so horrible. And then they were like, just basically like calling me stupid. And I was running around for them too, but they ended up spending a lot of money.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that they made you cry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. But at the end of the night, they were seated next to like some tables that were getting like Clase Azul bottles, like spending a lot of money. And it was like men, rich men. So these women, one of the birthday girl that was being rude was like, can you bring out some sparklers for me? I want sparklers. I was like, okay, sure. So I bring some out, and then she was all embarrassed because they were just sparklers and no, like, there's nothing
like,
with them.
Celebration.
So she's like, can you bring me out a Dom Perignon bottle right now? ASAP, like right now. I was like,
sure, you
yes, ma'am. $700. Let's go. So I put it on the tab. I get the Dom Perignon. I bring it out, and she literally danced with the bottle and just stared at the tables of men the whole time. And I'm just standing there like, do you want me to pour the champagne?
I would have made sure her
glass?
credit card worked first.
Actually,
I'd be like, I gotta run that. You little shit.
Let me start you a tab.
Two of the women tried to split it at the end of the night, and both the cards declined.
That's so.
It was like $1,000 each. I think like it was $2,000 tab, whatever. And then like one of the older women like gave me her card and it worked. So, but it was really the cherry on top. Their card's not working. I was like,
the worst.
And they were so embarrassed.
That's
they're
literally the worst.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, like I think it just marked it as fraud. Like our driver's waiting outside.
But I kind of like it when their credit cards don't work because I'm like, yeah, you get to go over there and be like, decline denied.
Ma'am, they did not work.
Decline.
Speaking of that,
sorry, there's no money left. Where's your next form of payment?
Oh my God.
They're gonna
they
start
think they're
dishwashing.
all hot shit, and it's like you have 4 pennies in your bank account. You know what I mean? Rub them together. Maybe it'll make $1.
Oh my God. No, but the moral of the story, though, well, the reason I told that story is because one of like the worst drink orders I think I get is when one table orders like 7 vodka sodas, but all in a different variation. Like one has a splash of pineapple, one has an orange, or someone gets tequila soda and they look the fucking same because they're both clear. So you're just like running back with a tray full of drinks that look exactly the same and you don't know who has what.
Right.
And like my other table that ordered all these drinks, they ordered 97 cocktails. from me.
You counted?
Saturday night. I did the math. I divided like the amount they spent on cocktails and like
I didn't know you
math.
could count that.
Did they need a wheelchair to leave the building?
No, there was like 30 of them.
Oh, okay.
They were all
I was like,
standing
was
on
it a
cocktails.
4-top? Like,
No, oh my God.
97. Oh, the ambulance would have been my ride home. Like, what was that? Bring in the stretcher. Like, what?
Kyle, that's literally a normal Saturday night for you. What are you talking about?
Don't let anybody
No,
know.
but I feel like people don't give servers, anyways, or bartenders enough credit when they can remember all the different drinks that are on the tray and like who had what. Like, because that's a fucking skill.
Well, I always do it like on the tray. I do seat
try
one,
to
and I
do
just
what?
go around like a clock. Like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, I
5.
can't do that when they're all
And then when
standing and dancing.
No, I get it. And then I'm just like, here, this one looks like yours, and it's just like,
Well,
well,
then,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
if
a
they're
good
all
idea.
standing and dancing, then you have to put all the little
And they're moving
blue
around.
shirts,
Yeah.
ugly fat, or something.
and they're blacked out at that point. They don't even know what they're drinking.
No.
So it's like you can give them a Bud Light, and they think it's a tequila sunrise.
That's true.
Like they have not a clue.
That's very true.
Oh, Joyce liked that one.
God.
So Kennedy skipped over the most important thing that happened that night.
What?
You falling.
Oh my God, I
You
forgot.
fell at work.
Yes.
Oh my God, you poor
Thank you for
laying
reminding
on
me.
laying on her back, tits looking like little chameleons,
Shut
eyes going
up.
different.
Stop it.
directions.
Were you there, Jake?
No, I told him about it. He wasn't
Oh, I
there.
got to get this video footage.
I know.
I
Get
know, I
the
wanna see
security.
it
Roll
too.
the camera.
Roll the tape.
This is the second time I've fallen in this exact same spot.
Is it right down those 2 stairs?
Yes.
I know exactly because I almost ate shit right there too. That's why I left. I was like, I almost fell in that same area. You don't even need to tell me where it is.
It's so tricky there.
It is.
Well, so the first time I fell was like, I think like a month or 2 after we opened or after I started there. And I was carrying 6 espresso martinis.
Oh, God.
And so I was going up the steps and I tripped on the top step and face planted and the espresso martinis went all over my shirt.
Good thing
all over my
you wear
pants.
black.
Yeah, thank God. Oh my God. I smelled like coffee the rest of the night. It was kind of nice actually. But
I'd be sucking on the.
She's like
fucking,
snorting it off her tent.
yeah,
She's like, what was that?
no, but Saturday night, it was like 5 p.m. So like all my tables were like bright eyed, bushy tailed. They all saw.
Oh, it
happen.
wasn't at the end of the night,
It
it
was
was
in my
the beginning.
section.
Oh, that's so
no, it was the beginning of the
annoying.
night. It was like the sun wasn't even down yet, and I was going down the stairs and I skipped a step and just completely face planted. Like I
Oh my God.
slammed my face into the cement. It was awful.
If
But
I
everyone
was there, I
saw.
would have fucking pulled out my phone.
Oh my
I would have
God.
put you on the internet, and I'd be
lights
famous.
flashing.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
No, I fell
We'd
at the
be on
feet of
Ellen.
like 3 other servers. So the servers are like, "Are you okay?"
Ellen's not on anymore.
If she was on, we'd be on it.
Kristen, do we have any more wine?
I know. Can you run to the store?
No, there's a bottle of Chardonnay in there. It's unopened.
Oh, Jesus.
Right on the right drawer,
Jesus.
the door. Oh yeah, right there. That's it.
Is that Martha Stewart champagne?
Yeah, no, it was really embarrassing and it hurt. It hurt. But I will say that when I fell with the espresso martinis that first time, one of my tables, I had the same section that night too. I think that section's just bad luck for me. But one of my tables saw it and they gave me a bigger tip because I fell. And then,
That's always.
And the pity tip. I love it.
the pity tip.
I would love
And then
a
they
pity
also had a
tip.
bag of
I
crystals.
feel so bad.
Oh, the pity
They
tip.
had a bag of crystals and they were like, put your hand in this bag. I was like, well, is something going to bite me? Like, what's in there? And it was like a paper bag so you couldn't see
Did
inside
you
of
get
it.
chlamydia?
So I put,
She did not give you a bag of crystals. That you
Yeah.
must have really. Would you lose your front teeth? Like this
No.
must have been a hard ass fall.
It was-
if
it's with
people
the
are
espresso
giving you
martinis.
crystals to carry around for the rest of your
Yeah.
shift.
They're like,
No.
you got pushed by a ghost or something?
I reached my hand in the bag. I realized it's crystals, and they're like, just pick one blindly, like whatever one calls to you. I'm like, oh my God. So I pull one out, and it's like this green stone, and the lady was like, oh, that one's for good luck. It gives you good fortune and good luck.
Well, green for money. It makes sense, right?
Exactly. I was like, oh, I'm gonna need some more good luck after falling. Like, hopefully I don't fall again.
And she never fell again.
I fell. I've only fallen once at work. Twice. The first.
I've fallen at every job I've
The
had.
last time I fell, was when I had opened up RPM Seafood, and there's like those front stairs to go upstairs.
And you wear white there. Like white.
dress
I could
coat.
never work in a place where you wear white. Imagine me if I had my period.
My sleeves were
like now.
my sleeves were crusted brown, like they were destroyed.
Oh no.
So they always said like servers, like all staff is not allowed to go up those front stairs. You have to go up the back stairs. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to walk up the front stairs. First time I walked up the front stairs, I slipped, fell, landed on my back on like the middle platform.
No.
Did you sue?
And I just laid there.
I mean, that company has a shit ton of money. I would have taken them right to Bank of America.
Workers' comp.
Right to the bank.
No, so I fell and I was laying there because I was so embarrassed. Because I just did like a full 180 landing on my back, like fucking.
You're like that guy in SpongeBob.
Like I was starfishing and I just was dead silent, and the whole, like all the host stand is like right there, and management standing there and everything. And they're like, Jake, like in the background.
They're like, don't use those stairs.
Jake. And I'm like, I'm okay.
You're fading in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. And then the other time was
oh no,
your bone is like sticking out of your wrist. I'm like, I'm good. Your manager's like, no,
like table 2 needs more.
I'm covered in
water.
blood. I'm like, just get a mop.
You're good. Table 100 needs you.
Your white suit is covered in blood.
I'm like, can you run this check?
We have time to go.
That's literally what it was with those white jackets. The other time was I was working at the Japanese restaurant, and it was like a Mario Kart scene. But instead of a banana, it was an edamame pod.
Oh, God.
One singular pod.
One piece of edamame.
And she was down, and you're a big girl. You got a big booty.
I know.
You know what I mean? You fall, you're going through the floor.
I took a picture of Jake yesterday from
edamame
behind.
and wasabi took my ass out. I was laying... And I smacked my head on the ground. It echoed in the restaurant.
Yeah, it's like earthquake.
Everybody was like, just picture everybody just like dead silent. There's like, you simultaneously heard everybody swivel.
What was that?
I was like,
it was like a crater hit planet Earth.
And I was like, it was so embarrassing, and whenever I get embarrassed like that, I just get quiet.
Yeah,
you just gotta own it. And at that point, I've seen Joyce, and we're gonna bring Joyce into this. I've seen Joyce fall on stage in drag, and she did like this tumbleweed, like rinky-dinky, like friggin' cartwheel, and her wig stayed on. Yeah, she did. I'll never forget. She ate shit, but she made it into like a pot of bouray.
Are we talking
like
about
a professional?
Are we talking about the time that he was roller skating?
No. That's a time.
Yeah, Joyce, you're at, Kyle's gonna be the assistant next time, and you're gonna be getting interviewed.
Oh, for sure.
Might have to get a fourth mic at this point.
No, we really should invest in one.
But actually, I have another funny story, and then let's move on to whatever you guys have. But so when I first moved here, and I was like dating, I was an active dater on Tinder and Hinge. It's like, oh my God, like what?
No other dating apps.
And I met this guy.
Nothing else.
Met this
Are you
guy,
missing one?
and he was like, I hate you so much.
You're missing one.
Tinder. It starts with a G and ends with an R. I would never have that. That is so dirty. But I'll never forget this time that I went on a date, and I was like, this guy's so cute. Like, oh my God, what do I wear? And it was like one of my first dates in the city of Chicago. And I ended up taking him to one of our venues that, the same company I work for, which was such a mistake.
Terrible.
But I was just like, whatever. Like, I just felt comfortable with like the atmosphere and whatever. So we get there, and I get there a half hour early, and I'm at the bar, and I order myself like a dirty martini, blue cheese stuffed olives. And I'm sitting there, and of course, like, my first mistake was that all these people that worked in the restaurant came around. Oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, are you having dinner? Who are you with?
Yeah,
and I'm
this?
like,
No.
everyone get away from me. Like, I'm waiting for my date to arrive. And they're like, wait, you're on a date? And now it's like, why did I tell them that? Now everyone's staring when the guy walks through the door. Like,
They're like, we've been expecting you.
What the fuck did I do? So the guy gets there, okay, and I'm drinking my martini, and I'm like, oh, hey, and he comes over to the bar, and I'm like, oh, before we get set, like, let me get you a drink, like, what would you like? And he goes, I'll take a tequila sunrise. And I go,
Ew.
I literally just slowly shut my eyes and I go, I have to leave. Like, who the fuck orders a tequila sunrise?
Yeah, what the fuck?
In the middle of a Chicago winter. Like, we're not in Mexico. We're not in Cancun. Like, I just right then and there knew that this that this person was not for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, and now I have to sit through a full fucking dinner with this person? No. Like, it's over.
That's when I drink a little.
Oh, that's why I was
more.
like, he was like, do you want an appetizer? Do you want a salad? I was like, no, you know what? I'm full. Like, let's just move right to entrees. And I never saw the person again. Never. I was like, that was a deal breaker for me. Was his creepy drink order. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't do it.
You never hooked up with
if
him?
you drink these creepy,
like a strawberry daiquiri.
No, I can't. Right. Or like a
rum runner.
Like a Bay Breeze. Like, where are we?
A Bay Breeze.
Are we in Jamaica?
No, I was, when I was researching like stuff about weird cocktails and stuff, one of the things I saw was Cocaine Barbie is a drink. There's also Incredible Hulk is apparently a drink.
Okay.
And like people order these at the bar, but no one knows how to make them. Like they don't exist.
How about those remember the blue motherfucker?
Blue motherfuckers.
Adios, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness,
Adios, yeah.
the blue motherfuckers. No, we don't have that. We don't have
I feel like
that
a
here.
Long Island iced tea is also an ick. Like if someone ordered that on a date with me,
it's
I'd
terrible.
be like, go home.
Right.
Well, the one thing I like about Chicago industry is that nobody has a fucking whatever that is.
Huh?
A blender.
Okay.
You know.
No, nobody has one. And even if I did, even if the restaurant I work at did have a blender, I would be like, we don't have a blender. I'm not blending you shit.
Nope.
No.
Does anyone ever ask you, like, they're looking at the cocktail menu and they're like, are these all the cocktails you have?
No, we have a secret menu hidden in the back just for you, Kathy.
No, I literally stare at them. I'm like,
secret one in the back just for you and your girlfriends.
And it's water.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Do you have another menu? Yeah, we're hiding it from you. Like it's in a secret vault in the back that you need to enter like a 14-digit passcode for. Like, no, like sorry, no, this is it. No. That's it. That's all she wrote here. I didn't fucking write the menu.
She's trying to come in and like recreate your drink menu.
Right.
no, I've had that happen a couple weeks ago actually, and then I was like, well, what are you looking for? She's like, well, like a dirty martini. I'm like, yes, we have a dirty martini.
It's
we
like,
have a full
yes,
bar.
we have a full bar. Kennedy.
It drives me nuts.
It drives me insane. They think that your cocktail list is like the only cocktails that are served there. Strictly. Yeah. You cannot order anything else. Well, I don't really like any of these. Can I get a margarita?
Can I do a vodka soda?
A margarita. I go, yeah, we have you walked past it as you're being sat. You walked past our full bar. What do you mean? Can you get a margarita? Sure, sister.
Yeah, no.
Like, did you crawl out of your well? And this was the first time you've ever been dining?
The fucking crawl out of a lower whacker.
Like, lower. Not lower, but lower.
Lower.
We have a full bar. Do you want me to walk you there?
I'll take you through it.
Oh, I'm so happy you brought that up because honestly, it makes my skin crawl. I probably have scabies.
No, I have a.
Can I borrow that scabies cream? Give me your scabies cream. It's probably expired.
Oh my God.
I'm like literally itching. Like it just bothers the fuck
so
out of me.
awful.
I want to ask about steak temperatures.
Oh,
with you.
All right.
Wait, I feel there's one thing where people order like medium rare or medium, and they're like, it's too pink. It's like some people don't know what they actually like. Sometimes in the notes, I'll have to put in like they say medium rare, but they mean medium or like
right
med plus or something.
I mean, working in a steakhouse, steak temperatures, it's like a very touchy subject for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's important.
It's like when they order a majority of the temperature that I get upset about is when people order medium. Now people incorporated these pluses. So there's rare plus, medium rare plus, medium well plus. It's like, so when someone's ordering medium well plus, it's like, you wanted fucking well done.
Yeah.
And they're too embarrassed to ask for it.
I've never heard
way.
someone say medium well plus.
Oh, we have it. There's a button in the computer for it.
What?
Yes, we have medium well plus. We have all the pluses because some schmuck was like, you know what? Let me just. I want it right between medium rare and medium. Right between. Well, there's no button for that. So then all of a sudden now we created these plus buttons for the dickheads that come in and are like, I want it between medium rare and medium that can't make up their fucking mind. So now we have these pluses in between. So I think that annoys the fuck out of me. But even though I'm going to admit something, like I order my steak medium rare plus now that it's like a thing. Because it's like, ooh, medium rare is like a little too much, but like medium's too, like, you know, I mean, medium rare is like not cooked enough for me, but like medium is a little bit too much. So it's like medium rare plus. Like it makes sense. Yeah. But as a server, it annoyed the fuck out of me at first. It just added another button to the computer.
I can't wait to interview a chef because the one thing I never understand is how they know that the steaks are at the perfect temperature. Like how the fuck do they do that?
Sometimes I see them fingering them.
Yeah, it's all about Kennedy, you got to know the touch, baby girl. You got to
touch them and jiggle them and shit.
It's all about
it's like how you caress it.
If it's firm, it's done.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a good lesbian.
No. Oh my gosh. Opt out of that. Just opt out.
Don't put that one on your resume.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm lit as fuck. Like, who's driving my car home? Probably Joyce, huh? I guess I'll call an Uber.
My assistant.
I'm going to tell a funny, quick little story as I'm coming here to my podcast. To my podcast. It's called Kyle's Podcast after I leave, just so you know. So I'm like, Joyce, like, get ready, get your shoes on, whatever. We get in the car. I'm like, all like, whatever.
Get ready,
I'm all high strung. Like, I had a busy day. I was up at 8:30. I never wake up that early.
Why were you up that early?
Because I was at the car dealership. I told you this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Joyce, like, get ready. We get in my car and I just pop it into reverse so quick and I step on the gas and I slam into the back of my neighbor's fucking
No!
Like, when I tell you I rocked it, like Joyce's teeth literally hit the dashboard. She was like, what the fuck? And you would think like I'd get out of the car and I'd check. And I know like I'm probably going to be arrested after this podcast because that's a hit and run. But I literally peeled out of this spot and he was like, Kyle, what are you doing? And I was like, I got to go. I'm late. I was a half hour late. You wanted me to be here at 7. It's 7:30 and I'm still not there. But I was like, his car's not going anywhere. It's my neighbor's car. Like if its damage is done, I'll leave a cute little post-it note tomorrow morning.
No shit, it's not going anywhere. The bumper's hanging.
No, but literally. And then as I'm pulling out of the spot, you know how busy my street is. There's a car and I just cut the car off. He's like, oh, like, are you even paying attention? I go, no. So I just lit a cigarette. I'm like, we gotta go.
You lit a cigarette.
But Joyce, did that not happen? Aggressively. Like, I didn't tap. It wasn't a left tap. It was like a bam. Like, this has nothing to do with. I have a rear camera.
So, fun fact, I actually just did this. We might want to lower our voice because I don't know if they're my neighbors. I did this like a week ago. I just wasn't paying attention, put the motherfucker in reverse, and there was somebody parked next to me. The spot is too small. So I'm like, I'm all distracted already trying to back out. I'm not paying attention. For some reason, I just give it a little more gas. Smoke into a fucking Tesla.
Yeah.
Come on.
And the entire interior lights up like a fucking Christmas.
They have cameras on every angle. Those Teslas have cameras everywhere.
Lit up. Because I just looked through my rear view mirror,
literally do.
And it just lit up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm being recorded now. It's watching me just fucking smoke this car.
You're on channel 12. Like, where is this douchebag?
So I just played it off like I didn't even know I had it.
That's what I did, but I had Joyce in the car to remind me. If she wasn't in the car, I would have never known.
Well, because I couldn't. Here's the thing.
I swear to God, I would have never known. I would have been like, oh.
I couldn't get out of the car because the cameras were watching me. That would have known that I knew at the time. So I was like, I guess I'll check it later. She's good.
But you know what's good about a Wrangler? You have that tire in the back. So it's like, sorry, but like, it just hits my tire. But I feel bad for the other car. But do I really feel bad? No.
Well, maybe the tire, like, it's bouncy. Maybe it protects the other car as well.
No, it is. It's like a little, it's like, what was that?
Wait, so was there a scratch?
I mean, listen, it was a Prius, like.
It's like the Doberman at the Chihuahua.
Right.
You go back and the car has like a fucking cleft lip.
Oh my God, what do I do? Now I'm nervous. Now I'm worried. There's a police at my door when I get home. There's a cop. Oh shit, we gotta go. Are we almost done? Is this podcast almost over? I'm going to jail tonight. Oh shit!
They call us, ask for your testimony. I'm like,
shit! I'm fucked. Don't drop the soap. Oh my God, I need another splash, Joyce. Can you get me a splash? Oh gosh. Are we ready to play?
So what?
No, are we ready to play
I think we're going to have to turn this into a part 2 podcast.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Throw it out. Like,
If we do a part 2, do we have to like redo the intro?
Don't put anything weird in it, Joyce. Sorry, I'm making her give me sugar.
We don't have to.
Wait, what don't we have to do?
Well, I have one more story to tell, and then we have the game.
We're doing part 2.
So easy.
Wow, you guys, this went by so quick.
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
Isn't that great?
I'm never leaving.
That's the earphones.
Yeah, it really is.
It's the earphones, the headphones.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I can't read.
All right.
Or speak.
Or drive or walk.
Who invited Helen Keller on the podcast? Oh. I'm sorry, that was...
Cut that out, David.
David, cut that out.
No, God, Helen Keller. There's so many Helen
people
Keller
act like they know her.
Yeah. No, so my story, I just remembered this man like a couple days ago randomly. It's from when I worked at Airliner.
Flashbacks?
In Iowa City. Yeah, I had like a fucking full flashback. I wrote down like the whole flashback.
It was a wet dream.
Wait till you hear about this guy. You're going to be like, that's disgusting. So there was this guy that used to come into the bar I worked at in college. It was like a sports bar. And he came in every day for like 2 weeks, and he'd disappear for a couple weeks. And we found out later on that it was because he was going in and out of the psych ward. So he'd go to the psych ward. Sometimes he would call us from the psych ward, like call the restaurant and be like, hey, how's it going?
How does he have a phone in the psych ward?
They have calls. It's like a prison. You have like a call a day.
They give you your nickel to make the call to your family, whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, and he calls
and
Airliner.
They call the restaurant?
Yeah. He was a weird guy. We used to call him the Ebenezer Scrooge man because he like looked like Ebenezer Scrooge. Like he was just a really rackety, skinny old man. And he would come into the restaurant.
So you're describing me as a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be you.
It is.
But he would walk in and he had this cane that was really loud. So he'd walk in and when I kid you not, it took this man like 10 minutes to get from the door to the bar. And that's like 15 steps.
It's like pop it into second gear.
Yeah, no, he would go as slow as possible, and then his crane made this really weird noise. So everyone in the restaurant would just watch him the whole time he walked up to the bar because he was so scary looking. He'd sit at the bar, he'd have to ask to see the menu, and he'd order the same burger every single day, the same drink, and he would sit there, and he had this really quiet voice, and he would talk really fast, and he would tell you all kinds of things, but you never understood a word he said. He'd be like, you would catch bits and pieces, like randomly you'd hear like President Nixon, or you'd hear like Woodstock, or like the Beatles. Like it was always like musicians or famous people. It's the only thing you could understand him saying. So you just sit there and like nod and smile, and you're like, okay, yeah. And then he'd get mad if you didn't understand him.
Oh my God.
Why do I feel like this is going to be me in like 15 years?
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. But yeah, no, he would call.
What does he order?
Like,
what does he get?
It was like a burger. I think it was like the red eye, so it had like an egg on it, and he'd always get it like.
What
well
is he
done.
on? Like psych ward medication?
Probably.
Like, is he schizo? Like
he actually had a wife who was just as crazy as he is, and we figured out that. We found out that they were married, and then we found out they were basically like taking turns in the psych ward because they probably couldn't afford to have both of them at the same time. So I think that he would go in for a couple weeks and she would go in, and like vice versa. So whenever, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Take turns.
So whenever he was in the psych ward, his wife would come in and she would sit at a table, and she'd always order a side salad with 4 extra sides of blue cheese on the side, and she would eat the blue cheese with a fork.
So
the dressing.
Can I get a salad with my ranch?
Yes. No, she wouldn't even eat the salad. She just ate the blue cheese.
Oh, that is sick.
All 4 sides with a fork.
And I like blue cheese, but that is sick.
Yeah. No, it was disgusting.
Like, but you should be in the psych ward if you're just spooning down blue cheese like that.
Yeah, with a fork,
That's probably
too. That's
why
a dressing.
they're there.
So it would take her like an hour to eat the blue cheese because she was using a fork.
She's probably
so it's falling
fucking
through.
constipated.
Oh, yeah, probably. But she was also like a doomsday lady, so she always thought the world was ending. She would stand outside the restaurant and yell, the reaping is coming, the world is ending. Like, crazy lady.
So they had a good time in the 80s is basically what I'm getting from this.
So
how does she feed herself if she's in a straitjacket? That's how I know.
I don't know.
Like, are you physically feeding her?
I'm just picturing this lady in a straitjacket just trying to suck blue cheese through a straw.
No, but we come to find out, like, They stopped coming in after a while, and there was this old man that sat at the bar every day that was like our friend, Tom. We knew him. And we asked him, we were like, do you know those guys? And he said that, because he's lived in Iowa City his whole life, and so did that couple. Like they went to Woodstock with this old, like, they were all Woodstock together. So he knows them from like the 70s. He said that they had a bad trip of acid once in the 70s together, and they never came back from it.
I had a teacher
Isn't
like
that
that. You couldn't throw anything in the classroom because she would all of a sudden trip out, because basically like
Oh my
she
God,
would
that
like
is my
see like
biggest
a
fear.
pencil
Yeah.
like fly across the room, but she would only see it in like pictures. So with
What?
like flashes for her apparently. Yeah, no, she was a permanent tripper.
I mean, that'd be
Her
kind of
boobs
cool.
were also like around
That'd
her
be
belly
kind of
button.
cool,
but-
though. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, no,
Little
she'd be like,
random,
"Don't
like-
be
you
throwing
throw
shit."
something at me, and I
She
just
would-
start twerking
she
because
couldn't-
I'm like, oh shit! Like,
You
what
would
is
literally
scary.
you would
It's like time lapses.
She'd be teaching and you threw something, and all of a sudden it was literally like a fucking like,
She's like, what was that?
like heads fidgeting and everything. She's just it's like she was like a fucking AI. I don't know what the
See,
hell's going on.
but you know what? I've heard stories like that where
Yeah.
it's like,
Psychedelics can do that. Like people take like ayahuasca.
When you crack your ribs
Yeah.
and stuff, or crack your back. I mean,
Literally, rework your brain.
Yeah.
That's
Did you know
crazy.
that acid comes from mushrooms?
I didn't know that.
No, I learned that from The Last of Us episode 1. But
so
like,
what's
what
the
the
difference
fuck?
between mushrooms and acid?
It's acid's
Acid's the chemical version. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms grow from the ground. Acid grows from the rain.
We're not in Ohio.
It's too
Kyle.
soon. This is in Palestine.
Purple rain.
No, I heard that the acid rain hit like the East Coast. It hit like Jersey and stuff.
Oh, good. I guess I'm going to Jersey. I'll be there in 3 weeks.
She's getting a free chemical peel.
God. But have you guys ever had guests like that are just fucking weird, like regulars that are very bizarre?
I've had them all.
I feel like it doesn't happen a lot in Chicago. I haven't really seen anything like that here. It was really like Iowa
I
City had a
guess
bunch
I'm
of
on the
weirdos.
other side of the river because we get them. We get them all.
Really?
Oh, we got them all.
Wait, Kyle, can we talk about the? You have a really good story.
Oh shit!
Your friend in the wheelchair. Not really a friend, just a person in a wheelchair that came in.
Wait.
Or was that a different time on the patio?
No, I remember this.
Wait a minute.
Was that on the patio when I was there?
Yep.
With when
it
the-
was.
Wait, the wheelchair with when the bathroom incident?
Yeah. Or well, there was a couple. There was one.
I think
with the
there's
wheelchair.
one where I was there where like
And then
a
there's-
homeless guy came into the
Yes, and
Patio or
I was
something.
Like, can I use the bathroom?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then like shit all basically all over the whole entire bathroom.
Oh my God.
And like was in there for literally 3 hours. We called 911 and we were like, hey, like there's somebody in the bathroom in a wheelchair, homeless, that, you know, we allowed in here to use the restroom.
Yeah.
The ambulance comes and I'm telling you, I'm not lying when there was shit. When people say from head to toe, like
did
it
he
was
do that?
ceiling to floor. Like, what were you doing? Playing catch with your shit?
He must have.
Like, what were you doing with your fecal matter?
That's actually like, I took the train today.
You don't
and
wipe your ass and it just shoots on the fucking. I'll never understand. I'll never understand. No, I don't get it.
Well, then there was the hostile guy, right? Yeah, you were there for
I
right
was there,
before
yeah.
I shut
Yeah.
up. It was right before I
Can you
shut
guys
up.
Yeah.
fresh my.
I barely remember it, but I remember that this like crazy homeless man came running into the patio and was like flipping chairs and tables.
That
and
was
shit,
during
and-
COVID.
That was during COVID because it was all patio seating. And I remember like security and the managers were trying to get him out, but it was like,
You know, COVID was a very tough time, so there was people were just like it was like fight or flight for
Yeah,
a lot
it
of these
was,
people.
yeah.
You know, like people just were hungry. Nobody
Yeah.
had money, especially for the homeless. So like, but this guy had something really, really, really wrong with him. And I remember my manager actually got like choked, and he had like
Yes, I remember that.
like a scratch on
Yeah.
his. Yeah, he had to go and make sure that he didn't have like
Septus or
anything. Well, I mean, whatever, you know.
oh, he had a scratch.
Oh yeah, the guy like literally scratched him.
Oh
There's
my
been so many
God.
crazy things that have happened. Like
It's just,
crazy.
yeah, they're just wandering.
Well, that's why we have security
There's-
7 nights a week now.
My old manager at a place I used to work at in River North, he one time he was telling me this story. He said that there was this guy that they called Lazy Eye, He was like,
Seen
have you
him.
ever heard about him?
No.
Seen him.
It's not lazy eye. It's
Seen him.
It's milky eye.
Milky Eye, Milky
God,
Eye.
I know exactly who you're talking
I know.
about.
Yes.
Say no more.
That's so funny. We've all heard about him. That's
Milky Way.
hilarious.
Say no more.
Milky Way.
Milky Way. You know what? Milky Way's his new name.
He's
No.
he's
What does he
terrorized
do?
every
He just
restaurant.
like goes into every restaurant
Goes in
and
to
like,
get a beer and this doesn't
and
pay.
just walks down his tab, right?
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
But that's not usually
My
how it
manager was
ends.
on a mission to catch this guy. It was so funny. He put up like pictures of him in the restaurant, and then he was like, he would stand outside and wait for Milky Way,
Milky Way.
Milky Eye to walk by.
Snickerdoodle.
And he caught him. He caught Milky Eye. Snickerdoodle.
Little Snickers.
Well, guys, I think I'm ready to play a game.
Yeah, let's do it. Jake.
I want Joyce to be in on this.
All right.
You guys are gonna have to share a microphone. Joyce, get your fat ass over here. What?
Yeah, I can hear her from here.
No, come here.
No, you can come
You guys
sit by
get
me
real
to it.
close and intimate. Sit on his lap.
No, she's too heavy. And she's like limping. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her.
You can sit here. Sit here. Sit between us, me and Ken Daddy.
And Kennedy loves the game, everybody.
I do
So
love the
I
game.
know Kennedy.
These are all my ideas. This was Jake's idea, actually, this game. Or no, it was my idea,
No, it
but
wasn't. No, it wasn't. Kennedy's never had a good idea in her life.
Stop it. Just Kennedy. Yes, you
bitch.
have.
So,
thanks.
I haven't added the title yet, so you guys talk about something.
You've really been slacking today. I'm like,
I put
bet.
this together.
This is Celebrity Chef Hot or Not. The last time we played this, we, for some reason,
No,
rated
that
them out
was
of
what you're
10. We're not
supposed to
doing
talk
that this
about.
time.
We're not rating them out of 10?
No,
You
we're
guys,
going to do,
Why do you think that offends them?
I guess we could rate them out of 10. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, so
It's going to be like,
look at this beautiful work I put into
it's going to be
this.
looks, vibes.
Oh, wow, I love the color
Food.
choice. It's black and white, everyone that cannot see this.
You need to take into account.
Like, he didn't even pay, he's using like, Comic Sans MS. Like, he didn't even choose a cute font.
Yeah, well, maybe that's my artistic style.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so this is,
do you want to explain the game?
yeah,
You come up with
it's
a
celebrity chefs. You think they're hot or not?
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty
Should we go
basic.
into detail
We're
about
gonna,
that
yeah,
explanation?
we're gonna rate it. Like, we're gonna talk about like their personality, their
We're not allowed
food.
to rate them. It's just
We're not gonna rate them out of 10 though.
well,
We're all gonna
it's
know, yeah.
basically a hot or not, but it's more of like a smash or pass.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's keep it like an Andy Cohen type situation.
Smash or pass.
Like
Would you smash or pass Andy Cohen?
Oh, for sure, smash.
I would smash Andy Cohen.
smash and then take his paycheck.
Wait, was it you that told me about the
Yeah.
story when Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen were in the bar?
Yes.
At Splash?
Yes, and didn't someone go up to Andy
I
Cohen?
did,
You
Kennedy.
did? And
It's
you're
me.
like,
Don't play stupid.
can you introduce me to Anderson Cooper?
I went up to Anderson Cooper.
No, you went up to Andy Cohen. You went up to Andy Cohen.
No, I went up to Anderson Cooper. Because I was like, what? Like, I didn't care. And I was so cross-eyed, okay? I thought Anderson Cooper was like a friend of Andy Cohen. And I
You didn't know
walk
he was
right up
famous?
to Anderson Cooper and I was like, hey. And I get right in his face and I'm like,
Oh, you didn't know him.
You were
I
a
know who
broadcast
Anderson Cooper is,
journalism
but I was
major.
so blacked out I didn't,
Oh, you didn't recognize
realize
him.
what I was doing. And I go,
I was like, what? I do not know.
can I please say hi to your friend? Can you please introduce me to your friend, aka Andy Cohen? And Anderson Cooper's face went from like so elated to just so like, are you fucking kidding me? Like he thought I was coming up to be like, hey, I am such a big fan. And I'm like, hey, move out of the way, sis. Can I meet your friend Andy? And he was like,
Anderson Cooper definitely gives like power bottom vibes, and Andy Cohen's for sure.
for sure.
I wonder if they've ever hooked up. That'd be an interesting.
But I was like, oh my God. And the next day my friends were like, Kyle, like, do you know what you said to Anderson Cooper? And I go, Anderson who? Like, I didn't even know Anderson Cooper was there. Like, I swear to God. God
You
struck
had
me
that
down.
like drunken Kyle tunnel vision.
I literally was just like, oh, there we are.
I can't
All right,
believe
let's
that.
play hot or not.
So yeah, smash or pass on that one. That was a smash.
That was a smash.
I'd
All right.
also smash Anderson Cooper. He's cute too. I like the
I'm
white hair.
joking. Okay.
It'd be like having sex with Jack Frost.
Who's Jack Frost?
Oh my God.
Very like white.
You're in a Disney
Very,
adult,
yeah.
huh? We got
No, we're
another
not talking-
Disney adult.
Well, we did a survey. We put a survey out recently for the podcast, like asking listeners to like tell us what they think and like tell us how they listen and just to get data to make the podcast better. And one thing was like, what do you dislike about the podcast? And one person said Jake. And then somebody else said Disney adult.
Somebody said that?
Somebody said Jake?
Well, yeah, that's fair. I would say that.
Yeah.
I would 100% say that.
So dislike Disney
I'm going to
adult.
tell
We
you
talked
guys
about
all
Disney a
something.
couple
It was
times.
May.
What?
I'm kidding. Oh, that's not nice.
No,
Okay.
I know who it was.
It's probably one of your friends, yeah.
No, not a friend. I know who it was.
We're not going to. Let's play Smash or Pass.
Smash. Or pass.
Wait, like what?
That Kenny, you blind or something?
His leg was in the way.
So hot or not?
You mean sorry, there's
Celebrity
something?
Chef Edition, round 1, fight. Guy Fieri.
All right. Well, so
Fieri.
wait, are we all answering this?
We are.
Yeah.
Or is it like go around in a circle?
You can want to start, Kyle?
can take
You're the
turns.
guest of honor.
All right,
you go
guys. So
first.
we have Guy Fieri up on the screen here.
We all say his last name differently.
Guy Fieri.
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 Well, I'm going to say Guy Fieri.
Guy Ferrari.
Wait, side note, my friend Alicia just met him at the Super Bowl.
Well,
And she took a picture with him. And he looks very different now.
Skinny. Give
He's
a gastric
skinny, he
bypass.
looks really old.
I'm
and
going to
like-
say pass.
Okay, but
pass.
but like
I would smash personality, though.
tell me why.
I don't think we can go there.
What would happen if you like blacked out and actually hooked up with
How
him?
many shots would it take?
Then he better be taken to me to the nearest food truck to feed my fucking drunk ass.
Diners,
next morning.
dive-ins, and drives?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just not for me. I don't know what the whole
Just gives like
the goatee vibe. It's just like
Oh, why is it shaved in the middle like that?
southern.
I just don't think he can grow hair there.
And why is he screaming all the time? You know,
Wait,
we're
Kyle-
here at Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive. Like, shut up. Like, shush. I have a neighbor.
He is screaming.
You know what I mean? Imagine I took him home. He's like, what's in your fridge? Like, no.
Oh my god, that like I just had a flashback to my childhood, like falling asleep on the couch and waking up to diners, dive-ins, and drives.
Yeah, it's just like I would not be able to get it up. Sorry. Pass. Next.
Kyle, when you get your hair done, sometimes right out of the gate, it looks kind of like.
Those are fighting words.
You know, she's not wrong.
Those are fucking fighting
Your
words.
name to Kyle Fieri.
All right. And my assistant is fired.
So now we have to ask Joyce / Christian what.
Pass.
No way.
No, it just gives like southern like single creepy uncle vibes.
Yeah.
Like you visit Nashville, he takes you to the strip, and you go to like
The honky
the
tonk.
honky tonk.
Branson, Missouri.
Yeah. So
See, I completely disagree.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Jake.
Tell us why.
I would say on a really, really low night for me, like a smash, because
So Monday.
I'm picturing him as somebody that's just like,
he's a Monday, not a Friday.
So a Monday through Friday. Because she's built like a tractor.
well, somebody's got to push this big body
Yeah,
around.
no, you're right.
No, I
I
feel
want to hear.
I feel like, you know, he doesn't get a lot of love and affection. And I feel like he'd be a really selfless person in bed.
Okay.
oh, probably.
I
yeah.
feel like he'd prioritize me first. And that's all I prioritize. I'm not prioritizing this man.
Do you see how he prioritizes food?
he looks so cute in the photo on
Like,
the right.
imagine-
I've
His
seen him
eyes
eat
are so
some of
cute.
those big plates of food. And I'm like, you know what?
You know what? Eat this taco.
Yeah, eat this little, toss this salad.
Right.
You know, and like, that's fair.
That is fair.
But like, don't. If I get caught waking up next to him in the morning, I'm gonna kill myself.
All right, Guy Fieri's getting way too much airtime.
All right. Well, now we're on to our next guest, which I already forgot, even though I made this about 5 minutes ago.
All right, let's see it.
Anthony Bourdain. But look at that
Smash.
picture of Anthony Bourdain.
Wait, didn't he die?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's hot.
Stop it.
I miss him so much.
Wait, let's all let's pour one out for Anthony
Smash.
Bourdain because this guy was amazing.
Well, Anthony.
Smash.
So this podcast is basically like an extension of Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential.
Yeah, it is. We based it off that.
See,
Yeah.
I love that.
So you automatically have to say smash, otherwise you got to go.
No,
Yeah.
we're all smashing them, and we'll
I didn't know he
smash
had
them
that many
together.
tattoos. For the listeners, we're
Yeah,
looking at
no,
a shirtless
he's a
picture of Anthony Bourdain right now, and
freak.
he's ripped.
I've never
hot.
seen him shirtless before, but I'm definitely
I
impressed.
love his tattoos.
Mid-50s, like I want to look like that.
Who knew Anthony Bourdain was fucking ripped?
Yeah.
No, what a sin.
Okay, so smash.
So we all agree that we're all smashing them.
Smash.
So
Yeah.
actually, group orgy.
Group orgy. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
next.
no, he could go for days. Martha Stewart.
No, you did not put Mother Martha Stewart.
Mother Martha's in here.
I'm smashing Martha.
You know what?
It's funny. It's
I'm
funny.
smashing Martha.
See, and I have to disagree with you on that. I think Martha's smashing me. She's got a strap on.
She's been in the can.
she met.
She's pegged a couple people.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
she knows what jailbait is.
How long was she in jail?
With experience.
Oh, for sure.
How long was she in jail?
There's a reason her and Snoop Dogg are friends, and it ain't because of the weed.
Oh my God, Martha.
No, it's funny because for this episode we're actually drinking Martha Stewart's Chardonnay. So
Martha, it's quite tasty, babe.
It's not bad.
Also,
it's really good.
Fun fact, Martha Stewart was born on August 3rd. We have the same birthday.
Oh my goodness. So she's a Leo.
She's a Leo.
I mean, look at her.
I mean, I immediately said I'd smash.
Have you seen young photos of Martha Stewart? Like, she was so stunning.
No,
You guys,
She still is.
Martha Stewart was the one that taught me how to fold my bath towels. Okay.
Really? Now,
To this day, I still fold my bath towels the way Martha Stewart does. I learned it on her show, so I'm for sure smashing her for that.
All right.
I have not watched enough Martha Stewart. I need to start watching her again.
Another aspect on it is like how hot is a convicted felon? So
I
hot.
love
Yeah,
a felon.
yeah.
We love a felon.
Do you remember that one guy?
The
that
mattress may be on the floor, but like,
Whatever.
I'm on board.
You
No,
know
do you
she
remember
had
that
a
one
bouquet
felon
of flowers in each one of her corners of her jail cell.
Group smash.
All right. I love this.
swinging this back over here. Next one's Ina Garten.
Not barefoot Contessa
It's Ina
herself.
Garten. It's Ina Garten. I would smash Ina Garten.
But this is AKA Barefoot Contessa.
Yes. No, the funniest part about Barefoot Contessa is her husband, Frank.
No,
Was it?
it's Peter.
Peter. Yes.
Doesn't she have a TikTok thing?
Is it?
know.
No, I'm sorry.
But it's funny-
Somebody Google this. Who is her husband? Who's always
I
like,
think-
Peter's in the garden.
Yeah, Peter went out
I
for a
have
walk.
this beautiful stew, and Peter went out to walk the dogs down this. That's
her, right?
Is
That's
it
her, yeah.
Barefoot Contessa's husband? What is his name? I think it's Peter or Patrick. It starts with a P. Peter picked these daisies.
Yo, that is her. That is Barefoot.
I know. We're
Contessa.
asking you what her
What is her
husband's name
husband's
is
name?
because she brings him up in every. She brings him up in every episode.
I've only seen a couple episodes of Barefoot Contessa, but one of them that I watched.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Peter.
Jeffrey picked these dandelions.
They've been married for 54 years.
They're so cute together. But there was one episode I watched
Can't believe
where
that was
she was
Peter.
like, okay, we're having Jeffrey's friends over for a poker night, so I'm gonna make this dinner, and then she made a full cake, and there was like 3 guys came over.
Isn't that like an immediate smash? Like that's not what a lot of this is. If I like good food, it's gonna be like blow my back out.
Yeah, and she lives in the Hamptons.
Yeah, and you know what? She's thick, so it's like more cushion for the pushing,
Yeah,
right? Barefoot
Sweet lady.
Contessa.
That shit was slapping back.
She's yeah, whatever.
All right, next.
All right.
Don't tell me you got Paula Dean on here.
No, that was last time.
That was last
Okay,
time.
good.
Oh, wait, you
because
can rate her.
She'd lather me up in butter.
we gave
and eat
Paula
me like
Dean a
corn on the
10,
cob.
and then we remembered that she was racist, so she is racist, so we gave her a 4.
Yeah, we gotta send her home.
She's not seeing episode 2.
And your tribe is spoken.
This is our fourth. Wait, hold on. No,
Jake.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 5th.
Well, we already saw it, so you can just go.
I didn't see
I'm
shit.
building suspense. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Today.
Rachel Ray.
Oh, you know what? I heard she's a bitch in real life. I heard she's not friendly.
30 minutes.
Does she?
It doesn't look like a face I would sit on. You know what I mean?
No. She looks like she gives all teeth.
Listen. She's toothy.
I could see
No,
Rachel
I
Ray.
heard she's mean too.
Rachel Ray's a horse girl.
I heard she's nasty off the camera.
She starfishes
Real.
on that fucking bed and she don't want nothing
Yep,
to
she's
do with you.
she plays dead fish tilapia. Yep.
Lazy bottom.
So let's
God.
just I
This
think
episode
this
is extra
I think this
explicit.
is a communal
Group
pass.
Yeah, group pass. Group pass.
Do we all agree?
Yeah, she's not.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I loved your show, but
Well, I was going
The
to end it
second
with
anyone
that, but now I
says that
wanna
someone
add
isn't
another
nice, well, the second someone isn't nice off camera and you hear that from people, like, you know it's fucking true. You know
For
it's
sure.
true. So, like,
one. Ellen DeGeneres.
you know that's true. That has to be true. Or, like, who was the other one? James Corden.
what happened with Ellen?
Well, you didn't hear about that?
She was a bitch.
All of her, like,
Oh,
staff.
yes.
All right. I don't even have to ask Christian because I already know this is a smash for him, but I ran out of slides. But Rick Bayless.
Rick Bayless. He has Chicago restaurants.
Click the purple shirt that he's wearing, that big one, because that's probably the only one that I'm like, all right.
I would smash. He just donated to like a.
I think it's smaller.
You know what actually sells me about all these people is it looks like I'm going to be written in the will, and the will's going to come to fruition pretty
That's true. So maybe they're all passes.
These are all
He owns Topola Bumba or whatever.
Topolo, this. Oh, PG-13.
No, it's not. It's
Topolo, this booty how.
God.
No, I would definitely. Let's smash him.
Yeah, I would smash.
And he's Chicago.
I think Christian's actually
Oh, he's from
went
Oklahoma
on a
City.
couple of dates with somebody that looked like this.
All right.
Oh, for sure.
Years. He's been in Chicago for 29 years.
If they're old enough to be my father, it's a smash for sure.
Oh, see, that's daddy issues.
Well, you could phrase it like
Should we unpack that?
Daddy issues for sure.
That's how we're going to end the episode, by Christian unpacking his daddy.
We'll talk about we'll talk
We have
about
30
it
more
next
minutes
time.
of Christian talking about his daddy.
Next time.
Well, you guys, this was so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Just make sure you sign the check out to
Christian.
Kandelski Enterprises.
LLC.
LL.
Joyce, you're making me so nervous. Oh my God.
She's built like a daddy
Okay.
long leg.
Well, thank you for coming, Kyle. Thank you for coming,
Thanks for having me.
Joyce.
This
was
was
so
awesome.
fun. What is everybody? What do we want everybody to do?
What's
this
your
Industry
shot of
Sunday?
choice for everybody to take?
Yeah.
You want to do like a little shot ski? Okay. My shot of choice. I'm doing a chilled cherry bomb.
Hell yeah.
But it's different. We do effing black cherry is your fave.
Clearly, I've had one too many Chardonnays now. Okay, and I'm like spilling my wine all over his CB2 furniture. He's gonna cut my throat.
It's Crate and Barrel.
Oh, okay, so whatever.
Same company.
So I'm gonna do effing black cherry. We're gonna chill it in a shaker. And we're gonna pour it in a shot glass, and we're gonna drizzle a little bit of Red Bull over the top. It's because it's like you're drunk, but it's like, here's some Red Bull to keep you awake, sis.
I love it.
What about you, Ken?
I'm gonna say tequila shot so we can see Kyle puke again.
Oh, good. My nipples are like hard thinking about a tequila shot.
Yeah, that reminds me.
Like my mouth is already watering. Like I'm about to vomit. Jake's like Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Yeah, I forgot. That brings back dark memory. The cherry flavor one, terrible. My shot of choice is
Jameson.
no, but it's a variation of the one that's made with Jameson. We had it last night or like the other night.
Vegas bomb.
Nope.
Tullamore Dew.
Nope. Jameson is not a Scooby snack. It's like a green tea shot.
A green tea shot.
But
I love those.
But no, the bartender when I was talking to her, she's like, I actually prefer white tea shots.
Which is with vodka.
Yes. And
Yep.
I say,
So good.
even though it's
those
generic,
are really good.
but I think everybody should have a white tea shot. Christian, what do you think should everybody have? What kind of shot should
Shot
everybody
for
take?
Industry Sunday.
White tea.
Ding, ding, ding. And we're
White tea
shooting
is the winner of the
lights.
Ring a ding
episode.
ding.
Why are you watching Hulu over here? Jake's about to start a show right now.
He wants us out of his home.
He's
No.
like, bye.
He's like 99.
Okay.
He's Grandpa Jake.
Yeah, I'm just vibing. You know?
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Catch us next Sunday. I don't know what we're going to do yet.
I
But
for
actually
having
do.
me.
I actually,
You have a plan?
while we were recording, I scheduled our next interview.
oh my God, tell me who it is afterwards because we're not going to do any spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil it for the
Yeah,
next.
unless you pay for us on Patreon or subscribe to us. Or
We don't even have a Patreon
You
yet.
donate to us money somehow, then yes, I will give you all the information and upload access to things, everything.
Drop your Venmo. We're going to start doing bonus episodes in a couple weeks.
Or subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Is anything still active?
The thing is, he's not kidding. Like, literally, give her the subscribers. Somebody pay her mortgage.
Bye, guys. Happy Industry Sunday. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mwah.